Greetings, dear friends. Welcome back to 6 Degrees of Connection, the daily live broadcast on Allatra TV. On daily basis, we travel from one country to another in order to learn more about history, traditions, culture, and most interesting facts. And of course, we ask people the most important questions. What kind of world each person would like to live in? How do we envision a society of happy people? And what can each of us do today to live in a creative society tomorrow? In our broadcasts, we use the theory of 6 handshakes and, of course, modern technology. The theory of 6 handshakes means that all people on our planet are connected through 5 or even less social contacts. So let's prove that this theory works. And now I would like to introduce you my co-host, Olga.
Thank you so much, Tatiana. Nice to see everyone. My name is Olga from Russia, and today we are having 3 countries together to talk and to get to know the opinion of people about creative society, their culture and traditions. We have Gambia, Kenya, and Ghana. And let me also introduce our guests today. We have Peter. Nice to meet you. Peter, maybe you can unmute yourself because we can't hear you. Can you just briefly introduce yourself and and turn on your microphone? Okay, in the meanwhile, we will then we'll get to know more about our guests because sometimes maybe there are technical issues. And let us now see the trailer that we will show to our viewers and to our guests. What is the reason why we actually having these online conversations with people? Please, our technical support team showed to us the short video about benefits of the creative society.
Civilization. Can we consider our society to be civilized? The world has come to a verge. The situation is serious. The only way out is evolutionary quantum leap. Leap from doom of consumer society into a whole new format. Creative society. What are the 3 conditions to become a civilization?
First one is unification. The second one is the absence of a tyrant, meaning a tsar, a king, no matter what we call him. And the third mandatory condition is possession of free energy. That's when a civilization begins to develop.
Learn more about what are prospects of civilization development in the creative society in live broadcasts Kaleidoscope of Facts. Human life is the highest value. Life without wars. Ecology restoration. Benefits for a human in various fields of existence. Instantaneous solution of all material problems. Possession of free energy. Physics of the future. Manipulation with microparticles and management of micro-world. Manipulating matter. Wasteless production. Instant healing of human body. Prolongation of human life beyond the usual lifespan. Non-invasive cosmetic corrections of human body. Almost immediate acquiring of skills on professional levels. Highly developed technologies. Flights to other galaxies. Colonization of new planets. Super civilization. And what if all this is just a beginning? We invite experts scientists from different fields of science, researchers and bloggers for joint research. And together, we will be able to find answers to these and other questions. It is time to bring the truth back to the people. March 13th of 2021, 8th International Online Conference, Prospects of Civilization, within the framework of the unique, which is like no other in the world.
Thank you so much, our technical team. And today we have with us Rael from Kenya, also Alfred from Ghana, Titus also from Kenya, as well we have Peter from Gambia. And nice to meet you all. And let us now ask the first question that we ask our guests. What you can share about your country and what makes you proud of your country? And who would like to start?
Okay, let me start. Mm-hmm. Yes, I love the hospitality nature of my country. Like the citizens, anytime you are in Ghana, you can come as a foreigner on your own, and you can have thousands of friends in a no minute. Everybody want to be your friend. Everybody want to show you the country. Everybody want to host you, share their dreams, aspirations, and their passions with you. And it's so lovely. It's so lovely when you come to Ghana. And that's what makes me proud. We don't discriminate. We don't differentiate. We only share try to connect with the visitors that come to the country and become one family.
Alfred, your last sentence we didn't hear. Maybe.
What I mean is I'm trying to say that when you come to Ghana, our hospitality nature, the way we treat foreigners, we treat them like our own. We engage with them. We try to teach them our way of life, from our food, dressing, language, and we share our dreams and aspiration and things we do with them, and we make them feel at home. We always expect them to come back. We even want them to live with us. So looking at this and also having experience in other countries, I realized that it's a privilege to be a Ghanaian because of the love we share to the other people. So I'm a very proud Ghanaian.
Thank you so much. Who also wants to share with us what you love most about your country? Guys?
Oh, yeah. I'm Titus from Nairobi, Kenya. And here in Kenya, where you come from, what's your skin color, and what you got, or the kind of person you are, we always believe in humanity. That is one. Two, we all love each other. As you know, Kenya consists of so many tribes at once. So we have so many tribes in Kenya, but all in all, we try. It works. We all come together and belong to one country. So I think Kenya is one of the countries which we always believe in love to each other. And empowering youths, like having to, going back to the village, the city, and the life out there is, and also participating in so many actions like offering care to the people who are less disabled, showing them love. So once you get to reach here in Kenya, you will learn so many different things from anyone you come across because of the love and affection they have to anyone. I believe it's the good idea for each and every one of us to believe in nature and humanity.
Thanks a lot. We didn't hear the whole sentences what you were saying, but we heard humanity. Because sometimes you're breaking up, maybe the internet connection is not so good, but thanks a lot for sharing this information. And maybe someone else, I mean, Peter from Gambia, maybe would like to say some words about also his country, because he is the only one from this smallest country in Africa.
Okay.
Peter, can you just please turn on your microphone, because we can't hear you if your microphone is on.
Okay. Are you hearing me?
Yes, now we can hear you.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Gambia is a peace-loving country. It's a peaceful country. That's why you can rightly say that Gambia is a tourist attraction country. People from all over the world visit Gambia for tourism, because peace is one of the rudiments, one of the things that attract visitors from different countries of the world. In Gambia, there is peace, cohesion, and harmony. In fact, the African culture of communalism is being practiced in the land of Gambia, because in African culture, the culture of communalism is analyzed with the theory of Trinitarian triangle. We call it the existential way. I am because you are. I am because you are. That means my existence is defined in the existence of my neighbor, my brother, my sister. That's why you hear the term one Gambia, oneness, unity. Despite the fact that there are many tribes in Gambia, but you hardly notice it because there is a common goal, there is common ideology, which is unified by the nomenclature or the term one Gambia, no segregation, irrespective of your religious orientation, irrespective of your creed, irrespective of your tribe. One Gambia, one humanity. We put aside our differences, our different religious backgrounds, whether you are a Muslim or you are a Christian or you practice ATR, African traditional religion, and so on and so forth. We put all our ideological differences aside and pursue a common goal, which is one Gambia. I think this is the level I have to pass across now. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Peter. We have heard so many great words. Thank you, guys. Unity, humanity, peace, respect. To put aside our differences. It's so great to hear. Maybe Victor and Rael also would like to share with us.
Actually, so much has been said about Kenya. Maybe I can add a little. Just as he has said that Kenya, we are a multi-ethnic community. We are like 43 tribes in Kenya, and we coexist peacefully. Actually, Kenya is one of the few countries that since independence have never had civil strife despite of our differences. Like any other family, we also have our differences, but we know how to handle it. So we handle it peacefully and settle them, and we live in harmony. It's one of the most beautiful countries in Kenya, and with major tourist attractions and good culture, good weather, sufficient food supply, and we welcome all people from all over the world. Most welcome.
So all the tribes in Kenya, they live like peacefully with each other, yeah? So they don't have any like problems, yeah?
We live peacefully.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's great to know, because it gives to us such an inspiring example that now also Peter has said that this Gambia, like the smallest country, but it can give the biggest example, of unification to the whole continent. Though the country is small, but the impact of friendship, can be very huge, because friendship spreads very fast. And I think we also have with us Rael, who didn't introduce herself so far. Rael, if you hear us, maybe you can briefly introduce yourself also and tell us about your country.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, but we cannot see you. Maybe it's possible for you to turn on the camera.
Okay. Yeah, you can see me and hear me. I'm assuming so.
Yes, we can see you. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so as you've all heard, Kenya is quite a lovely country. I think you have the proof from the two people who have spoke previously before I spoke. But also to add on that, we really emphasize on human safety. For example, we have the spirit of caring for each other. It's very rare, like you have your neighbor who is starving and doesn't have something to eat. We always ensure that we care for each other. Even if you come here as a visitor, something like food we really embrace, and we believe in the spirit of sharing and the spirit of giving. Also, to add on the medical part of it, like our government is really trying their best to ensure that everybody, at least they have the free services. Some hospitals you just go for, like the government hospitals, you don't need to pay anything to be checked for. It's a free service. Also, they're trying to use something you're calling universal healthcare, whereby to ensure that everybody who comes is catered for health-wise. And also the COVID part, you can as well see that we have the government and also the government of Kenya and everyone else, we've really tried our best to manage it. So also to add on that, we also believe in the development of personality. We really emphasize on education, especially right now. Like every parent is trying their best to educate their child where they can. And even if it's not matter of education, the talent part of it, there's a lot of projects that are going on, at least to help everyone, at least to ensure that everyone is developing themselves personally, even in terms of business, in terms of community progress, in terms of youth development. That is also really embraced in Kenya. So feel welcome, and this is the best part to be here.
Thank you, Rael, so much. Thank you guys for sharing. It's a lovely live broadcast. But now let's move to the next part of our broadcast. I would like to say that right now, thousands of people every day, thousands of people from different countries of the world every day join the Creative Society project. They're sharing with their ideas and discussing the ways to build the creative society for all people on our planet. And the main goal of this project is to build a creative society. So now we would like to ask you how you envision a creative society where you, your loved ones, and all people around the world could feel happily and live comfortably in all areas of life. Who wants to start?
Okay, maybe I start again.
You You're welcome. Alfred, you're welcome.
Okay. All right.
Alfred, you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you. Anyways, today is the independent country. So today is a celebration day all over the country. My opinion on the creativeness of human beings worldwide is I believe in sharing and I believe in caring for one another. I believe in motivating people with their dreams and their gifts that they have. Me personally, what I normally do when it comes to being a helper in my country is I like to engage people in a conversation by asking them few questions. What are your dreams? What can you do? What are you good at? When they tell me all these things, then I ask them, have you tried anything more when is that they can develop their talent, how they can become the best of themselves. So I think if we can all share with one another what is working on our side and the opportunities that is on our side and to community, I think everybody will have a lovely place to live in. But if we decided to keep everything and we push people to go to school to learn, and maybe they don't have the means to go to school to afford that education, that skill, at the end of the day, we still have these people in the system who are what? They'll still be our problem, and we need to solve it. And the best way, I think, to solve this problem, one of the ways I know is, why don't we educate the next neighbor that we don't see him or her doing much? Why don't we get to know their creative side? Why don't we get to know what they are lacking or what they have, but it can create a lovely and I'm saying this from a practical point because
Alfred, sorry for interrupting you because you are saying very important things, but we can't hear you. Maybe it's possible for you to turn off your video so we can at least save the audio.
Okay.
And
Is it okay?
yeah, just repeat the last sentence that you were saying, because this is the last sentence we couldn't hear.
Okay. So what I'm trying to say is that I'm talking from a practical point of view. Like I've practiced how to engage people into being creative and expanding their creativity. And I do that by asking them few questions. What can you do? What can't you do? What do you need to do more of what you already have? So anytime I engage them into conversation and they tell me what they can do, if I can help them, I give them the opportunity to expand. If I can, I look for networks that can help me help them to expand. So I think if we can do that, the world will become a lovely place, because it's not everybody who can go to school to afford education. So most of the kids I train at home to become fashion designers and models, they were not having the money to go to the school. But I took it upon myself that they are human beings. They are just like my brothers and sisters. They have talent. They can make it in life. They are equally great like me. But just that because of financial issues, they are not able to expand themselves. So when I bring them in, I give them my time, my support, and my skill. And to my surprise, they always become the best at what they already have. And I'm always surrounded with them and I teach them that as I do for you, do for your next neighbor. So it's like a chain I'm spreading. I start from you, you transfer it to the next person, and it keeps going. So in my circle, even though I'm not a professional teacher in fashion, but with the little support I give to these people I meet on the street and at home and places, some of them even became a professional fashion designers and they are teaching others, and it's amazing. So I think reaching out to one another, your next door neighbor, ask a question, share ideas, will give the opportunity for each and every one of us to expand, not only through education. That's what I think about creativity.
Alfred, thanks a lot for sharing this information. It actually gives to us very good example of what all of us can do, because many people say what we can do. I mean, but it's a lot what you can do at your place. Even giving a helping hand by word, by spreading information about possibility of building creative society. It's already a big step forward. And now we will ask our technical support team to show to us 8 foundations for the creative society that we have discovered, that the people with whom we interacted during various conferences, roundtables, conversations, they highlighted some important pillars they want to see in this creative society, in the society of the 21st century, where human being is at the first place. And we will watch this small video now, and after this we will ask our guests also to comment on them, because what he was mentioning about education, it's explained in the 6th foundation of the creative society called development of personality. So it is there. Education is in the creative society, and it is affordable and free for everyone. And it's, of course, it's the basis for our life. I mean, the education. So our technical support team, if it's possible, can you please show to us the video of 8 foundations?
Thanks to our technical support, and as Olga has already mentioned, these 8 foundations is the result of interviews and social surveys which participants of Allatra International Public Movement and Creative Society Project has made during the last 9 years. So this is the result of answers of people. So we can say that this is really a wish of people in what type of society they would like to live in. And now we can comment on some of these foundations.
Maybe Rael, Peter, Victor, Titus can share with us also their opinion. maybe which foundations out of maybe all of them you think are important? Maybe you would like to comment on one particular foundation that resonated with you most of all. I don't know, maybe how you see, maybe what is your ideas about implementation of creative society in Kenya, Gambia, and Ghana? What's important for you based on your professional background and life experience? What do you think?
Okay. Do I have to come in? Do I talk?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yeah, Peter.
Okay. You know, creative society, in fact, I can see, is a kind of brainchild of Allatraunites. Because when you talk of a creative society, you talk about creative human beings. Yes. You know, it is Francis Bacon who said that knowledge is power. Philosophers always say that ideas rule the world. So when we are talking about creative society here, and we are linking it to ed, I know that ed has to do with the social ed, and it is geared towards making our community a place to live. Having gone through the cardinal points of this society, and of course, I read through freedom, self-governing society, and other articles, other subheadings thereabouts. All these things are in a bid to make our society a place to live, to make the human person to enjoy a healthy living, And it is our duty to make the environment healthy enough, conducive enough for human living. I told you in the introduction of this program that peace govern Gambia, one Gambia. A Latin adage has it, mens sano est corpora. That is, a healthy body is a healthy mind. If
Peter,
our environment
it's the
is
same
peaceful,
thing. We can't hear you. I'm sure that in this creative.
Do you hear me? Okay. That is Latin. That is Latin adage. Latin. Mens corpora est. A healthy body is a healthy mind. Yes. A healthy environment is a healthy people. Yes. So if the environment is, healthy enough, conducive enough, then people within it will be healthy. They will be happy. And the issue of ed here has to do with the social ed, providing the basic amenities. Yes. Yesterday, you made mention, Olga, you made mention of clothing, shelter, and food as the three basic elements of human needs. So in Gambia here, I can say that the society is still evolving, still developing. In infrastructure, in education, in health facilities, and so on and so forth. All these areas, the people need it. We have to start from somewhere. We have to start from somewhere, which is education, because education, in fact, spans through all aspects of human life, human person. You have to educate the human person, both in praxis and in theory. Theory, is a head knowledge. Acquiring, nurturing the intellectual aspect of man. The human person also, has to be developed, because it is all embracing. You educate the intellect, you educate in fact, the whole human person by giving him what is called entrepreneurial knowledge. Teach him or her how to acquire basic skills for a better living. So that's why, in as much as I teach in the classroom, I also teach the people on how to be productive. For example, I also teach my students on how to produce paint production. I do it in the course, which is called entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship, how to produce paint, and also how to paint and design a house so that in fact, the sense of our axiology will be brought to bear on it. When you look at it, I love the efforts you are making to bring your organization to the people. And I'm happy that you are spreading it as a gospel to the entire Africa. Yesterday, you made mention of, I think you made mention of Kenya, Ghana, and today I'm seeing my Kenya and the Ghana brothers. Yes, because we are one. In fact, we have one identity because our color is the same. Our color is the same. We are one Africa. We are one Africa. So I'm happy about that. So I give you kudos. You continue with your work of spreading Alatara, creative society, in fact, to the entire Africa. To the entire Africa. So I think this and other things that I have in mind, but I have to punctuate it here so that I can give room for others, to make their input, to make their contribution. Because if I begin to talk, in fact, I do not have much time to mention all the things I have to say. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, Peter. It's also, I think everyone will be happy to see United Africa, not only you, as the Gambian, but also other countries, because it's extremely rich continent in resources, in potential, and very conducive climate to grow different agricultural products, and so diverse in its nature, and it's very beautiful. It's just simply beautiful by forests, by different lakes, Even we, I'm from Russia, and every time I'm coming to this continent, it's so exciting and interesting to discover new places. And I'm sure that what you said now, your colleagues and friends from other countries also will agree. That united Africa, it's a strong Africa, undoubtedly. And in the creative society, not only one Africa is united, but all people are united, because only united we can change the future. And maybe someone else would like to give us their vision as well about the progressive community of the 21st century, creative society, based also on their professional backgrounds.
I don't know. Can I talk?
Yes, sure.
Yes, certainly. Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm Victor from Kenya. Actually, I want to take on one of the foundation of creative society, that's on human safety. Actually, I feel many times I feel like people talk about safety, and actually we are not safe. Like if you hear news all over the world, we hear like the Koreans are building nuclear weapons. The other claiming we have now missile that can reach mainland America. You see, how safe are we? Are we mobilizing resources to destroy ourselves, or we are mobilizing resources to create a good environment for each and every person? I strongly feel that if the resources that are used to build warfares are put into proper use to help humanity, we'll be living in a very good globe, in a very good world, because these weapons are really expensive to build, and most of them cost billions, millions of dollars. And I don't understand the human mind which makes them to do so, because I feel by creating warfare means you are preparing for war. You are not preparing for peace. And the most important thing in the world that the world needs now is peace. Actually, if we can just be peaceful and bring our minds together and then say that, like, now let's share what we have. It's too much for everyone. The resources that are in this world is just too much for each and every person in this world. Other than thinking that if you threaten others and then take all the resources that they have and then accumulate them to yourself, then you become more powerful, you become another god on earth. Actually, that's not the right mentality that we should have. We should have a mentality of let's share whatever we have and let's appreciate each and every person's effort. Let's appreciate each and every person's idea. Let's accept each and every person's ways of life and religion. And then we bring all this together for the betterment of ourselves, not for the betterment of a few individuals who want to control the world. By so doing, we are only making enmity. By so doing, somebody feel that he has been robbed. By so doing, somebody feel like somebody want to rule over us. He want to impose his opinion on us, which we will not allow. Yes. So I feel like for us to create a safe environment, for everybody to feel safe, the best thing we should do is to understand each other, is to appreciate each and every person's opinion, is to appreciate each and every person's way of life, is to accept that in our unity, there's difference, so that we can all work together towards a better future of this world and to hand over a better future for the next generation, not only for ourselves. We are not doing this for now for ourselves. We are doing it for the next generation and the generation to come, and so that they can also enjoy what we've enjoyed, what our grandfathers handed over to us. That's what I can say about human safety.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you so much, Victor. Actually, absolutely agree with you. And everything really starts with unity. And I would like to ask our technical support. Yes, now we see the third foundation on the screen, and I will read it for our viewers. Human safety. No one and nothing in society has the right to create threats to the life and freedom of a human. Every human is guaranteed free provision of essential life necessities, including food, housing, medical care, education, and full social security. Scientific, industrial, and technological activities of society should be aimed exclusively at improving the quality of human life. Guaranteed economic stability no inflation and crisis, stable and same prices around the world, a single monetary unit, and a fixed minimal taxation or no tax. The security of human and society from any kind of threats is ensured by unified global services that deals with an emergency. I didn't see an emergency. Olga, can you continue because
in emergency situations, because this is like the service that is created, I mean, in order to secure the safety of people in terms of how to overcome different difficulties, and like maybe in the case of natural disasters, it's easy to make evacuation. So, of course, human safety comes first because the human being comes first in the creative society. That's why it's two things that are coming together, human safety and human being. And maybe anyone else would like to tell us who didn't give the opinion yet, in case if you feel like. We know that Rael is also related to your profession to medical field. Or Titus maybe would like to give us a few words about creative society and aid foundations.
Can I speak?
Yeah, we can hear you very well.
Yes.
Okay. I just wanted to add to Malvik's comment on the human safety. Like he rightly said, anytime I think about the weapons, the weapons being produced in the world, I ask myself, if there will be no war, why then produce weapons? Because anything we create, we intend of them. If we are talking about peace, and we are not building the structure for peace, and we are rather building the structure for war meant to take place. So the peace we preach every day or hear on the news is just like a word with no action. They don't preach about war, but they put action in place for war. So my problem is what is going on? What is going on? Because so with this platform, I think we need to preach that we should for peace than structure for war. Because the war structure have been so firmly built that it can start at any time. But where is the structure for peace? We don't have it. We only talk about it, but we don't have it. And it's a big problem for the world to solve. And we have to start just like we are starting now. And I really love the way he spoke. I was like, whoa. So are we going to have another war, or we are going to have peace? And I will also just like to add on to the creativeness of this group that I think we will get there when we keep on communicating and preaching to our next door neighbors, the ones we meet every day, the ones we see every day. Let's get involved. Let's get them involved in a healthy conversation. What have you done today in your environment that can promote peace? What have you done today in your environment that can give hope to the hopeless? I think those conversations will waken up a lot of people to know that there is more for us to do than to just talk. And we need to see them in action than to only speak about it. So I'm very proud of Malvik, and I'm enjoying the conversation so far. And I'm also enjoying the conversation of Peter. He have a lot of, should I say, jargons, some big words. Put everything in right.
Thank you so much. Actually, maybe you can just repeat the last two sentences because we couldn't hear the last two sentences.
Titus, can you hear us?
Yes, sure.
Can you repeat last two sentences, please?
Okay. What?
I think we have some internet connection troubles, and maybe.
Yes.
But at
Yes,
least
what
what we thought that if we made to make a summary that of course we made overproduction of weapon already and we need to stop. The world is so much fragile and everyone is very vulnerable to different climatic changes and also to different crises, and we need to change the situation. And of course, talking to your neighbor, as you said, on a daily basis, whom you see every time, it's great even to look into the eyes of each other and ask finally how to come together, how to solve the problems, not to produce the weapon, but to save this money and to do something positive to feed the people, who are hungry instead of producing weapon and taking their lives. This is basically, I think, if you may summarize your points, this is what you were trying to say. Okay, and now we saw Rael is back with us, so maybe the connection is not so stable, but if we can ask her opinion as well. She's the only lady today, our guests, among our guests, so it's great to know your opinion as well.
So for me, I'll speak about the first one in the creative society, which is about the human life. And as we all know that life is valuable, from plants to animals and to us as the human beings. So this is a very profound idea and a very profound project by the creative society, and which we really wish to embrace. And in my part about the human life is how are we taking care of each and every one of us? How are we taking care of each other? For example, in our health facility or in our health setting, do we give the information? I'll combine this also with transparency and openness to information as your fourth agenda in the creative society. Because you'll find that most of our communities, they are less informed. They're not well informed about maybe nutrition. There are so many diseases you can treat, you can prevent with nutrition, or you can manage with nutrition. There are so many things, the exercise part of it. So I'll put this in conjunction that most of them, they're less informed on how to take care of themselves as the human beings. And also about the human life, how do we take care of our environment? Because our environment is the one that it's the one that still, there's a conjunction between us as a human and the environment. That is a problem that you'll kind of find here in most of African countries, in as much as there are still people trying to embrace we take care of the environment and everything, but this is something that kind of needs also to be stretched as well. And also now the information part of it. We educate the community, the society on basic things like first aid and everything. I think this is something, or this is a project that we can really embrace, and even the community, even to have the small knowledge about things. I think will be very, very important in our society. Thank you.
Thank you, Rael, so much. And we have Titus. We have also Titus with us. Titus, if you can hear us, would you please share with your vision of creative society and the importance of implementation of 8 foundations of creative society?
Oh, yes. Thank you. I can hear you, but I don't know if you can see me clearly because
maybe you can turn off your video so we can hear you clearly. Just turn off your video.
I think you can see me and hear me. point is very clearly. I'm saying, in this world, it seems like we have the rich and the poor for once to say. So the problem is becoming, the problem is happening to be once you've not had left hungry, you had nothing to eat, it will be so hard for you to understand someone who didn't take something in the morning or at the night while staying. But all I can say is people need to understand about where they come from. You need to listen to anyone who comes close to you. You need to hear very well. Get to learn very well about what is happening on someone else before you get to judge them. That's why, like you've heard my colleagues say, why are they building this while other people are medical issues and somewhere to sleep, but they are spending a lot of money building nuclear warheads, which are not useful at this particular moment. So I was thinking if they could get to about really help. 1, 2, education for you to change your village people to understand what it takes, for example, to take a balanced diet. And without having that balanced diet, you'll having body weaknesses that making you not physically fit for anything that you're supposed to do to build your village, your country, and any. On this issue of creating in creating society being well, I'm well aware of once you get back into the village, not take you the same in the city as as someone from the city who can, like, once you describe one option to two different people, that is one from the city and the other from the village, it will not be the village because he's not much civilized into what's happening down, and that's why education. Everyone must be able to get education. There we can move on, going to the same direction. Because without it be moving on the other direction, as well, others are going on the opposite direction. Yeah, that is all I have for you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Titus. Thank you for being with us today. And thanks to everyone. And we would like to say that in order to build a creative society, we should be united by one goal. And only in unity, with mutual understanding and respect, combining our best skills and talents, we can really build a society we can be proud of. And it depends on everyone as well, because without one person, the society is not complete. So, dear guests, dear viewers, if you want to learn more about Creative Society Project, and if you want to join the Creative Society Project, please visit our website, Allatraunites.com. There you will see the big red Join Us button, by pressing which you can choose the language you are speaking in. And then you can choose how you are going to participate in project. Also, you can send us an email if you support the Creative Society project, and if you want to join people from all around the world. Please share this video with your friends, neighbors, co-workers using two hashtags Allatraunites and Creative Society.
Thank you so much, Tatiana, for this information, because everyone is welcome to our broadcast, regardless from which country. And we just would like to remind that we are currently in the informational stage, because the project of Creative Society has 3 stages of implementation. And the first is informational stage, so it means we are doing all our best to talk to our neighbors, to make them aware about this opportunity. The second is a political stage, when we are creating a demand to what changes we would like to see in our everyday life, not on paper, but in reality, in action. And the third stage is conducting the international referendum and voting. When people will vote and choose which vector of society they finally would like to have, because we have been in this consumer system of society already for 6,000 years, and everybody agrees that it's more than enough. And we should change the current situation. And what we have heard from our guests today, with from Rael, from Peter, from Titus, and Alfred, that we are capable of doing this, and undoubtedly we can do this. And let's move on. And would like to invite you to our conference. It's our grand event that will take place on the 20th of March. And it's called What the Prophets Dreamt of. And now we will ask our technical support team to show us a small trailer about the upcoming conference. And in the meanwhile, while we are waiting for our technical support team to show to us this trailer, we would like also to tell you that we started our translation into Swahili language of 8 foundations of the Creative Society. And we know that in Kenya, people speak Swahili. So if any one of you would like to help us and to finish the translation of 8 foundations of the Creative Society into the Swahili language, it's great, and it's already a step forward how to implement this. And if you have the opportunity to do it, please let us know, so more people has the chance to get to know about this project. And we would like to thank you so much also for today, and tell that